Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be our May budget overview, just kind of how things went. We did have a baby this month and things have gone way different budget-wise than we anticipated, and we kind of, once we ended up buying a lot of food at the hospital because we couldn't leave and that sort of thing anyway. So it's gonna look crazy. I think currently Russell's mowing, the kids are on the couch, the baby's right here. So I'm like sitting here, gonna try to go through this budget and just like see where all our money went and what exactly happened. And there's some stuff that happened with Russell's loans, which was a good thing, but also maybe something we might need to put off for this month, just based off of like the money we spent while we were in the hospital on food. And since we've been out, kind of like it's been a lot easier to just get something to bring home rather than cooking stuff. June starts on Monday. Right now it's Saturday. So we are ready to get like right back on track after having this baby, because it's kind of just not the baby's thrown, it's just us being like, I don't know if the word's lazy or what, but so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'll add up all those numbers and everything, and I'll show you that way. It's not gonna be a typical type of video, but it'll do for now. So I'm going on my bank account, and just like I did with my mid-month check-in, I'm laying it out like this. So this is my mid-month check-in. So I'll take all these numbers and I'll add them to what I'm getting ready to add up. But this was on the 14th, so everything after the 14th I'm gonna put here and add that all up, and then I'll add the two numbers together to figure out where we are. All right, so here's the deal. We pretty much went over budget in every category. So this is the food and home. There's the total. Insane. Like I said, we ate a lot in the hospital. Like hospital. There's a lot that was not the best. And then we got home and we pretty much have like been ordering out a lot. Some of these things are prescriptions, stuff for the baby or for me for postpartum. This $40 is for Mara's baseball registration, and then we had to get her a face mask, so that's what that is. The $86 of like, we just realized that the league was going to be able to play, so that's kind of why we're over budget here. And then the fun, we didn't have any more in the fun budget, so it stayed the same as the update, or as the mid-month, update. Gas, Russell actually ended up having to get gas, so we went over by $30 on that category. Unbudgeted, we didn't spend any more, so that stayed the same, so we're actually under budget there, I guess. And then the dog food, we didn't buy any more dog food, so that's the same. That's kind of where we're at. I'm getting ready to plug all this into my spreadsheet, and then I'll try to show you kind of where we're at there and like overall where we're at, because even though we went over on this part of the budget, I do believe that it's all going to equal out in the end, because there's one loan that we are either going to pay less to this month, or we won't pay it at all, and we will add to it next month, because it just switched from one servicer to like an actual loan servicer now, rather than it was a debt or a credit collector, I don't know, whatever you call it. So it should all equal out like pretty close, but I'll let you know. I'm getting ready to type that all in real quick. The baby's still sleeping, thank goodness. And yeah, I'll check back in with you in just a minute. Okay, usually I do a screen recording here, but I'm just doing what I can do. I'm trying to do this while my kids are going crazy. So here we go. Income was just about what we thought. I didn't have to transfer as much over. This income is transferred from certain savings accounts. I was going to use the slush fund for carpet, but I ended up having to get some repairs done on my car, so that's where that 161 comes in. This was just a medical bill or a dentist bill. So I transferred this money from our savings accounts. And then we've got all of our regular debt payments. Let me just see here. Still haven't paid this because it's not been something that has been a priority at the moment. And I believe those people just went back to work. So then we've got this My Ed debt. So this is the big thing that changed this month. This is the debt collector that Russell's loans were with. Just a second, sissy. This is the debt collector that Russell's loans were with, and it's now switched to Nelnet, as you can see, possibly not paying this month, adding $200 to next month's payment. I believe that's what we're going to do because we went over so much on our food and home budget. And since it just switched over, things, we don't actually even have a payment amount because of COVID and like everything being put in forbearance or whatever you want to call it. And then all of our regular expenses are pretty much spot on. The gym we budgeted higher for, we didn't pay as much, so got a little left over there. But everything else is pretty much the same. Our water, gas, electricity they're sitting at good amounts, I think. And we moved down to variables. So variables where we really jacked up. I put notes over here on the side, so if you see that, that's just me putting notes to myself. But this is the big one. We went over so much, and I honestly was afraid we would do that, but I didn't want to I didn't want to like give ourselves that. I told myself to budget a lot more because I knew the baby was coming and all that, but I didn't want to give myself the freedom, and we just went ahead and did it anyway. I know that's terrible, but it is what it is. Gas, we went over $30. Not mad about it. The 50 I knew was going to be kind of low, but Russell ended up taking his car and needed to get gas. So dogs, we went over a little bit. That's just because that Chewy came out of the account before I knew, I guess. Miscellaneous, we went over a little bit, but again, that, Mara's stuff that we just bought, I think we would have been good had we not had to get that stuff for her practice tomorrow. And then, let's see here. We did okay there, and we did good on the unbudgeted. We got Mother's Day stuff, we got birthday stuff, we got something for the baby, we paid for something for the car, and paid the dentist bill. And then, our savings, we did exactly what we wanted to do with that. So, right now, our total expenses, $5,525. That'll probably change a tiny bit based off of, actually it probably won't. So our Snowball is $1,042, which is higher than what we anticipated, but that's without paying that debt that we had listed above. So what we'll probably do is we'll just take $1,000 and put it into our emergency savings right now. So what we'll probably do is we'll just take that $1,000 and put it in our emergency savings. So that will put us up to about, I want to say $6,000, a little over $6,000 in there for our Snowball for the last few months. So I was going to do the $1,000 Snowball. And then I realized tomorrow is Sunday and it's the 31st of May. So I have got to get groceries tomorrow. So technically, tomorrow's groceries will be coming out of May's account, or May's money. So I'm going to go ahead and make the Snowball $800, transfer that over now, and then I've got $200 to get groceries tomorrow. So I just thought I'd let you know that I needed to change that because I totally didn't even factor in that I still have to get groceries tomorrow. And tomorrow's still May. And then hopefully maybe at the beginning of this next month or at the end, sometime in June, hopefully we'll just be able to take that money and pay off the Trailblazer. We could do it right now, but we're just trying to be safe just in case anything crazy happens. And that will be that. Now, something that is big that is coming up will be whenever we get the bill from the hospital. So I did have a baby, and I did have a serious emergency situation happen. So I had an emergency C-section. I was put under. It was crazy, and I don't know the difference. I know that it's going to be more expensive than a vaginal delivery. I know that my midwife was there with me getting ready to do a vaginal delivery, and then things went crazy. So then we had to go down to the OR, and I had an OBGYN there. So I don't know if that ups the cost of having my midwife as well as an OBGYN. I don't know if that changes anything, but I don't know. So I'm anticipating the bill from the hospital, and we're just going to add that to our debts that we owe, because we kind of started this journey in the middle of this pregnancy, and I just decided that we were still going to continue to pay our debts that we currently had, and then when we got the medical bill from having the baby, we would just add that to our debts, and that's how I decided to do it, rather than saving all of the money. I wanted to keep continuing to throw it at the debt while that was going on. So I don't know if that's, that's just what I decided to do. You can do whatever you want. You can listen to Dave Ramsey and say to stop everything and save for the baby. But yeah, we are planning to kind of like really try to tighten stuff up in June and be really smart about what we're doing. We'll be changing our eating habits a little bit, just because I can't exercise, but I can focus on eating very healthy, especially because I'm breastfeeding, and I don't want to just be giving my baby like crap milk, from crap food. I want it to have good nutrients and vitamins and all of that in it. I know this video is a little bit different, a lot bit different, and that just might be how it is for a little while, and I appreciate you sticking with me. I appreciate you watching. I hope that this just shows you like the realness of budgeting. No matter what is going on, still do your budget. If you know you didn't stick to it, don't just give up. Sometimes that's what I'm like, oh, I just don't even want to look at these numbers. But you just have to keep going with it and stick to at least like looking over your numbers. Just keep at it. Even if you mess up, keep going with it. A little bit of progress is better than no progress. Knowing where your money is going is at least better than not knowing where it's going. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.